guys, so today's video is going to be based off of this makeup look here. Who would have thought that? Anyway, if you guys are interested in how I got this look, please keep watching. Hey guys, so my face is ready to go. I will list all the products I use down below, but I did use the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Photo Edition Foundation Love and the Bobbi Brown Skin Smoothing Pore Perfector. Jumping into the eyes, I'm going to be picking up this metallic plum shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made Palette. I'm using a Morphe B42 brush, which is a pencil brush. I'm using the pencil brush just so I have better control over my product. I am going to be applying it kind of like a cut crease. It's not going to be. I'm also leaving my eyes open. This way I can see where my placement is. I have done my makeup before in the past and did an amazing job. Beautiful with my eyes closed, and then I opened my eyes and everything was gone. So leaving your eyes open, you'll be able to see where everything's going to go. And don't worry, I know that it does look super choppy and shitty, but just keep working at it, buffing it out, blending it, and I guarantee it will look great. And then picking up a clean, fluffy brush. The one I'm using is the Morphe M332. I'm just going to run that along the lines of that plum just to diffuse the line before I go in with the transition shade. Picking up Makeup Geek's Frappe. On that same brush, I'm going to add that just above the metallic plum and then working that back and forth and bringing it down a little bit into that plum so it transitions nicely. From the same palette, I'm going to be picking up this pink champagne color, and I'm going to be packing that on my lid with a Morphe B83 brush. And by packing, I mean really pressing that onto the lid instead of sweeping it back and forth. This shade does have bigger chunks of glitter in it, and if you sweep, you're going to have a lot of fallout on your cheek, and that's going to be ugly. Then using the Merry Luminizer by the Balm, I'm just going to highlight my brow bones, sweeping that down into that transition shade just so everything blends out seamlessly. But as you can see here that the transition shade did get lost, but don't worry, I will go back and fix that. And then picking up that small definer brush, I am just going to pack that same highlight in my inner tear duct and blending that out. Oh, and here I go, putting on a little bit more of that Frappe shade just to intensify it since it so sadly got lost. And then going in for liner, I am using MAC Black Track in the fluid line and using a small angled brush by Morphe. I just do my lash line first and then I go in and create my wing. For the wing, I start from the corner of my lashes and extend out to the end of my brows. This just helps me create the length that I want. I also spin that brush around and head back to the lashes, which helps me create the thickness of the wing that I want. I feel like I have more control over the wing when I do it this way. But if you do mess up, it's really not a big deal. You could always take a little bit of concealer or a makeup wipe and just sharpen up that wing. And then for mascara, very quickly, we're going to be applying the MAC Hot and Naughty 2 Black Lash just to the upper lashes, letting them dry before we add falsies. And then to contour my face, I am picking up those two shades from the Kat Von D Shade+Light palette, and I'm going to be applying that to the hollows of my cheek using the MAC 168 brush. And then switching over to my new fave, the Morphe E3 brush, buffing that out and applying a little to my hairline. And then jumping in with the Mercier Luminizer in the e.l.f. blush brush, I'm going to be applying that highlighter to the tops of my cheekbones and to the apples of my cheeks. I'm also going to be using that same little definer brush and running some of that highlighter down the center of my nose. And to clean up that contour, I'm going to be picking up some of the Midnight Translucent Powder. And I'm going to be using the Morphe MB30, just doing tapping motions from the center of my ear down to the corner of my mouth. Using the Morphe blush palette, I'm going to be just using that peach shade, and I'm going to be applying it with my Morphe E4 brush. Let me tell you, if you have not tried Morphe blush yet, it is absolutely amazing, so pigmented, and super inexpensive. If you haven't tried it, you should do so. Onto the lashes, I am using the Ardell Wispies. These are my favorite lashes right now. They're just a medium to natural lash. I like when my lashes tend to look like my own, not so dramatic, because I like to be able to see my shadows behind my lashes. Look at the difference. Love them. And then for glue, I am actually using the Kiss glue. If you ever had problems before, especially using the Duo, I would try this one. I feel like it's so much more stickier. I don't have any issues, and the corners will stick and last all night long. And then picking up that Frappe shade, I'm just going to run that along under my eye with a pencil brush, buffing that back and forth and blowing it out. And then on an angled brush, I'm going to be picking up that plum shade and just running it in my lashes first. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush and just also buff that out. I'm going to repeat this step a few times just to get the intensity that I want, because it's always easier to add more product than it is to take it away. And I've had that problem before where I added a little bit too much of a dark shade and it just totally messed up the eye look and wasn't what I wanted. I'm just going to leave my waterline nude, running the Rimmel London nude liner on that. And then using that pink champagne color, I'm just going to run that from my inner tear duct and let it fade into the Frappe color. And then I'm lining my lips with the Rimmel London's lip liner in Natural. Just lining and also filling it completely in, since I'm going to be wearing a liquid lipstick. That's just how I do it. And for the liquid lip, it's going to be the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Midi. Now for a quick bath, I'm going to be spraying the Scandinavia Bridal Setting Spray. And then for the final step, I am just going to coat my lashes. I do this last just because of that setting spray. They can get wet and transfer. Well, that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Doing that will really help me know if you guys like the video or not. And if you have any questions or comments, please put those down below. And until next time, guys, bye.